7 o'clock. I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. I do see 5 members present. I want to apologize for my attire. I've been in the hayfield and jumped out of the tractor to get here, so I apologize for not being better dressed. I appreciate everybody coming out. I'm going to lead us in a word of prayer. Our most kind and gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the many blessings you bestowed upon us, our town and our state. We just ask that you be with Kelly as she continues to heal from her surgery, be with her and her family. We just ask you to be with our nation. We need you more than ever right now to heal our country and get us back on a good path. But we thank you for the many blessings. We hope that we make decisions here tonight that will be pleasing unto you. In your great and heavenly name we pray, amen.
Amen.
All right, I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council members, I really obviously not. So I'll talk real loud. I appreciate y'all coming out tonight. I know you've been on vacation. I know you just got in, Stephen, and Brady is on maneuvers with the guard. So we appreciate his service to the country. Like I said, we have 5 members present. Approval of minutes for the meeting in May.
Make a motion to approve May minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the meeting in May. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Unopposed, stand approved. Approval of financial statement for April.
Motion to approve April financial statement.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the financial statement for the meeting, or for April. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Unopposed. You will see that the approval of financial statements for May will be delayed to July. We've had some of our senior staff have been out with surgery, and we've also had to change over. I don't know if anybody's had that. Centennial Bank has went to a new computer system, and it's been fun. I can tell you from my personal business, I ended up with about 6 bank statements on one account the other day. But that's what's going on there. Reports of city departments, fire department.
On the building permit side, we issued 3 permits in May, so we finished that with, and we've issued 2 building permits so far in June. On our fire department side, year-to-date activity, we've responded to 470 calls so far this year. Our training personnel, we currently have 2 firefighters actively in training, go through firefighter 1 2 training. We've got 2 additional recruits preparing to begin training in the near future. I think actually some of it might start this weekend. Equipment update, this part we received and placed in service our new Cascade air system, which is capable of filling both the 2216 PSI and our 4500 PSI SCBA bottles, which allows us to upgrade in the future. We're currently applying for a grant to replace our existing self-contained, our SCBA equipment. Okay, let's say it like that. Our current SCBAs are approximately 20 years old, and the replacement parts no longer available. Well, we're making repairs increasingly difficult, in many cases impossible, when we try to do anything with them. So replacing this equipment is critical to ensure that our firefighters have reliable and up-to-date respiratory protection and continue operating safely during emergency situations. So just to give you an idea, we're putting in for a grant on that this month. Reporting system updates, we recently transitioned to a new records management system, or we call Response Master. Our previous system was emergency reporting, which no longer had the capability to submit reports through to the National Emergency Response Information System called NERIS. It's a new system they got. So the new system ensures we can remain compliant with national reporting standards and improves our data management capabilities. We have some community outreach this week. Our next community CPR class will be held this Thursday beginning at 6 p.m. We encourage community members to attend and learn these life-saving skills. That's all I got. Any questions?
That class is free to the public, right?
Well,
They
it's
just need to sign
$6.
I'm sorry.
It's $6 for the card.
Okay.
We
Do
don't
they need to
charge
sign up in advance or no?
Most, yes. Unless we get over, we try to keep it around 20 people. So I don't think we're at 20 right now.
No, there's only like 5 so far.
Yeah, so if they can just show up, most likely.
If they want to sign up in advance, how do they do that?
Just call the fire department.
Thank
We'll
you.
sign them up.
Thank you, Chief Huffman. Planning Commission, Jay, you're gonna have to help me. The Planning Commission will have a meeting, and that will be,
It'll be Thursday, June 25th, which is next Thursday. We have not finalized the agenda yet, but there is a lot split on 24 Weaver.
okay, that's Thursday, June 25th at 7 p.m., correct? All right, Thursday, June 25th, 7 p.m. As far as I do know, there's a lot split, and that will be on Weaver Street, for Pat and I believe Robert Hefner, if I remember right, the Hefner family. It was tight to get it squeezed in there. I know Trey, the city engineer, and that they've been working with it. They're wanting to put 2 homes. Now you might get time to drive by there and look at it, you've been around. So, but Thursday, June 25th at 7.
And it will be preceded by a public hearing.
Do what now?
It will be preceded by a public hearing for the lot split.
It will be preceded by public hearing on the lot split. If anybody has any concerns in that neighborhood, that'd be off of, North Marshall, the old original Weaver subdivision from way back in the day. Large lot subdivision. Police Department?
Well, we just got through, a reaccreditation process through ALE. We got, accredited back to 2017, and there were 3 years they come back, go through the building, look at our records, go through our evidence, making sure we're doing everything. And so we did that this last, I guess it's probably been 3 weeks ago, and we passed. So we'll be getting our next certificate in the fall at the Chiefs Conference. Had quite a bit of work done. I leaned a lot on Daniel, and he came through. Also, I want to remind everybody that you can only shoot fireworks the 3rd through the 5th from 3 to 10:30 p.m.
We'll say that again, July 3rd through the 5th,
From 3 to 10:30 p.m.
3 to 10:30 p.m.
And that's an ordinance, and it's on our webpage.
That's something we passed last year.
No, we
Was
passed
it
this
something
back in
we passed?
2010, I believe.
I thought we had a
We did,
discussion.
but we did something last year, if I remember, because it fell on an odd day. This is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I think is why we passed something last year. I have to go back and look.
July 3rd, 4th, and 5th from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m.
10:30.
But I do
10:30.
remember
You can get an extra 30 minutes keeping your neighborhood.
In the past, we've given permission to some of the churches that want to have a.
Yes.
If it's not, normally the churches do it, and so they have to get permission, but this is so close to, over the weekend, I'm sure they're gonna do it on the weekend, and be done. Because I haven't heard anybody want it.
Alright, do you, I was gonna say that I was around here when that, certification team was here. You didn't know I was looking, that, they were very thorough, and, that speaks volumes for our police department.
Well,
They went through things with a fine tooth comb, I can tell you.
Yeah, and I can tell you that, we were not one of the first departments, probably in the top 8 departments in the state to get accredited. Was the smallest department. I don't know if we still are or not, but they haven't made anything official yet, but everybody has to get accredited. It's coming. And so this is,
You're right.
to the point, I think municipally is probably gonna stop doing their percentage, like if you have a lawsuit, and it's a 10-90 or whatever split. If you're not accredited, they're thinking about dropping that to like no coverage. And so a lot of these other departments are gonna have to do this, if they want to or not. And ultimately, it'll make you better. It'll make us better as law enforcement here in the state, but, it's a lot of hoopla. I'm not gonna lie there, but it's
Well, I was
needed
impressed.
stuff to make you remember, hey, I gotta do this, I gotta do this,
Well, I was impressed how thorough they were, and I have to say, I was noticing Daniel, and he had a lot to point out.
So, But anyway, that's about what we've been doing.
All right. Thank you, Chief. Sewer Department?
I have nothing to report.
I've not noticed everything's been going pretty good. I think, that Trey and Brandon are kind of in preliminary foggy stages of looking at that pond, maybe a year or two out. But the sewer system is very robust and we can handle the growth. And, thank goodness. Planning ahead's a big deal. But, I'm proud of the sewer community working in. Street department, the boys have been pretty busy. We had an accident on, South Mount Olive, is that correct, Brad? What? That accident on South Mount Olive, we had a bridge that was damaged pretty severely.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to put an insurance claim in on that. One of the half rounds and broke it loose under the road even. As Roscoe would say, he had a horrendous crash.
And we've gotten one estimate from Hard Rock, and it was like 23,000, some change to get it repaired. But, you know, they're gonna file it with their insurance.
Yeah,
So as
and
long as it works.
so Matt and the boys have been busy. Of course, they've been working on keeping grass down. They've been getting a lot of ditch work done and it was dry. They've been working on the turning lane at, that's South Cove, no, North Cove. Yeah, and, that's been interesting, because if you can't find a fiber optic provider in Vilonia you're hard to get along with, because I think we found 5 or 6 buried there, and we've been working with that. Matt's also took on the responsibility. Cypress Crossing has started construction on Mount Olive there, or Coker in 64. Also, I believe they call it Park Meadows. It's going in on Cemetery Street. Just cranked off construction, and he's been doing a lot of inspections. He was inspecting today. He made them redo some work in Park Meadows that he didn't like. So they're busy. The grants, it was brought up earlier, they have really, I've been kind of disappointed on the state and the federal level, just to be honest. Lacosta and I talked a few weeks back, they cut out the funding for CareLink and they put it back in at a reduced rate. And that's just across the board where I'm seeing it. It's affecting road projects, bridge projects. I don't know where all that'll end up at, but that's the environment we're in. So, we are still on go with the sidewalk project, and like I told you earlier, the lighting in front of the high school. So, and I think that's it, but it's been busy over on the street side. They've been busy.
Mr. Mayor, if I could have clarification, I think I know the answer, but just if you'll give that to me. The damage to the bridge on Mount Olive, it was due to someone else's accident, not
A young man
the
had
city.
had a rough evening. He's lucky to be alive, and he hit it at a high rate of speed, and he's lucky to still be with us.
So it's not anything to do with the city?
No, but we're gonna have to repair it. We're gonna have to put an insurance claim in. We'll probably have to cut the road.
Okay, thank you.
Another project. Yeah, that was amazing. James has been around the half rounds when, was it Earl Ward that started putting those in the 70s, and those are there. And see one torn loose under the road. I've seen lots of things. Brad and I both agreed. I've never seen he hit it hard.
It took a
Took a lick.
leg.
Yeah. Park and Rec.
Everything's going good on our end so far. Adult softball starts July 7th. We're just kind of keeping the grass down, working on weed control and everything of that nature, battling that task hand on every single day. But after being here 6 months, I think I'll be able to give a pretty good plan come the next one and kind of give y'all an idea of what the future plan is moving forward. But so far, everything's going great on our end.
Chase has done a good job. I mean, fields look good. I'm very proud of the job he's done. He's a hard worker. Steve and I seen him out one day on Sunday. He doesn't mind putting in hours. And he's got some unique ideas that he's gonna bring forward to y'all within the next few months on maintenance as far as mowing, some stuff he's looking at, some new technology. And I won't steal his thunder, and he's gonna be bringing that to you. And the numbers look good to me, but, that will be a decision y'all will make, and I'll sign off on maybe.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
You have anything else?
No, sir.
Alright,
Thank
thank you. I do want to double back, I forgot one thing on the street report. Cemetery Street, there's no doubt that it's gonna have to be widened, fixed. That will be in the future. But to make plans for that, right now, a lot of these older streets, they put the water lines in the middle of the road. And cemetery's got a 3-inch line in the middle of the road. So we're working to get an 8-inch, tap into the main line at 64, get an 8-inch on the east side of Cemetery Street out of the way where somebody can fix that road in the future. We've had all the easements except one, and I'm gonna try to sit down with this individual and hammer out some agreements. I hope we don't have to go to court and use the domain word. But I will advise you all that project is of utmost importance, and we may have to go that route. But we're gonna sit down and get under the shade tree and kick some rocks and see if we can't come to an agreement. I think we can. But we are working on that. Getting that 8-inch line in there will be a big deal, as well as servicing that new subdivision down there. Of course, we've been working with the water department on that. But, getting that 3-inch line filled out and the actual services for the homes that are there now are connected in the middle of the road. It'll be a great deal to get, because there's a lot of assets down there, ballpark and everything, industrial, and the time will come when that road will have to be widened. It's not it's when. Yeah. So, but we are working on that, and I'll keep you apprised of that. The city attorney has been advising me on it as well.
How much room I know we have the right of way, we have an easement, but
Well,
we'll be just about on top of some of those people's property.
Yeah, it's 50-foot easement down through there.
Some of those houses were built pretty close.
Yeah, I think we're looking at the engineering, we can get, or somebody can get it in there. I'll have it fast, but,
And then we got the cemetery.
yeah, well, it'll dead end basically right there at the center. Yeah, yeah. So what we're dealing with right now is why we'll need an easement to get those water lines completely out of the way. We'll have to go past our easement. And we've got all the notifications except one. Notifications, I guess, permissions. I love a water line.
You got 3 up there though, you said.
There's a 3-inch down the middle of the
3
road.
inch, I thought you meant 3 of them.
No,
Oh, God.
there's a 3-inch water
We're
line.
trying to turn that into an 8-inch.
Yes,
Yeah.
and get it out of the road, because it's a nightmare to get, like Church Street. Church Street's got one in the middle of the road. And Bernard does.
Tear up the road.
Yeah, if you have a leak, and it's not good. All right, any questions on that? All right, any public comment? All right. Announcements. City Hall will be closed Friday, July 3rd for Independence Day. And I'm gonna make a few quick announcements here, kind of getting ahead. Don't know if you've seen it, but the growth rate, come out from the census. We were 4.4%, which is quite robust. It turned some heads in the 6-county region. And, of course, I don't know whether 360, all this other coming in, but a lot of growth. We have builders calling every day looking for lots, and it's been very robust. I'm going to kind of forewarn you. I told Mike a little bit before the meeting. Be prepared. The Longview Water Works Association is asked to be on the agenda for the next month's meeting. Board members and their attorney will be here. They are going to look at going to a public water authority. I think they're the 15th largest utility in the state. They go from the city limits of Conway, the city limits of Mayflower, Pulaski County line, over into White County, Holland, Mount Vernon, Enola, and they're gonna come to y'all with and I'll try to get the ordinance out to you ahead of time so you can peruse it, and they'll be here to answer any of your questions. Trey White is the chairman. He's also serves on our planning commission, and I'm going to share his number with you, and he said feel free to reach out to him, but you need to go ahead and start writing your hands around it and knowledge on it. But they will be at the next meeting, and they will have a proposed ordinance. So, to go to PWA. So, alright. As Grandpa used to say, sometimes you gotta kick the skunks out of the woodpile, so we just kicked one out of the woodpile. But they will be here. They've requested to be on next month's agenda. I didn't want you to be blindsided. You need to go ahead and start doing your due diligence and studying it. And I will get you Trey's by cell phone. All right, BCDC?
Nothing at this time.
All right. Chamber of Commerce? Oh,
Hi.
come on in.
All right. How's everybody?
Good.
I'm here on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce. First time I've addressed all of them. But basically, I guess taking it from last month in our activity, we had a very successful Eagle Fest. We sponsored the Kids Zone. We had all sorts of inflatables, hula hoops, music going, lots of activity, lots of fun, lots of folks coming by to visit with us, which was great. We also had 2 ribbon cuttings within the past 30 days. The Paw Spa celebrated 20 years and the grand opening of their boarding and care facility, as well as we celebrated Rusty Rose Vintiques, which is on Highway 64. We also just this past weekend had an art walk at Just Dance Vilonia, which is the mother-in-law studio. And I think that the first time might be a little rough, but maybe we do it again and we get better attendance. We also have an after-hours mixer for chamber members, and that's going to be again at Just Dance Vilonia this Friday with food, fun, music, networking for our members. We don't know who's going to come. We hope somebody does. So if you know chamber members looking for something to do, please tell them. And our Lunch and Learn, our next one is going to be July 16th at Simple Simons. And Whitney Allred, who's one of our board members, will also be there, and she will be our speaker. So we're also planning that. And the last thing I want to tell you guys is we are looking for ambassadors, which are basically volunteers and people that want to show up to ribbon cuttings who are chamber members. So that's all.
For the record, your name, full name?
Amber Posado.
Sorry
What
about
time is
that.
the mixer?
5:30 to 7:30. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Old business, I don't know of any.
Can you give me, can you give us the status of the senior citizens? They got everything worked out over there? I know we.
I'm gonna have to, and I don't like to do it because sometimes there's no animosity or anything, but I'll have to give LaCosta credit. She's done a great job, her and her helpers. I'm gonna be honest with you, after what I've witnessed with Caroline and funding, I think we may have got lucky. I think, to be honest, we're better off now than we would have been. I failed to mention a while ago that I had a very spirited phone call with the governor's office. Because my filter's gone at this age, that I had a very spirited discussion about senior funding and road funding. But I think we're blessed. It seems to be going well. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I think it's going great. Caleb Woolley and Brandy Hillman are doing a fantastic job, loving on them, feeding them. I think they were playing bingo on Monday. They're just having a good time. So everything is going good. I do think getting out early was a blessing in disguise because
So
we
they're
were,
out of the Faulkner County then?
that's
Yes.
correct.
Okay, so they're independent.
Yes, that is
And I
correct.
think What was the old saying, the Lord takes care of fools and idiots, and that's what they.
Well, I mean, when they all came down here, it kind of involved us, so then
Yeah.
everything kind of went quiet.
It-
And it needed to.
It did, and I-
When we were involved in that, we were.
I think it worked out very well. I think it was a blessing in disguise.
Well, good, I hope.
And if I could just say, they have pretty much funded themselves,
Good.
paying for their lunch and stuff. Next year on the budget, there are a few things that they're gonna need, but that's not something they have to have today. So there may be a couple of things that we need to ask for next year, but for right now, they're doing really good.
Well, good.
I have to agree. That was a very uneasy time, a very uneasy subject. It turned out a lot better than I thought.
I'm glad that the program is
Yeah.
moving forward. That's
Yes,
what we
yes, I-
need. That's a very huge asset.
They're happier, they're well fed, and it turned out.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, an unexpected blessing. Well, Costa, thank you for your hard work over there. Any further old business? Any new business? I don't know of any. All right, I think I've told y'all everything. As usual, you can always reach out to me.
I've got one more,
Yeah.
sir. The 4th of July celebration will be at the high school at 6 o'clock. Anybody that wants to volunteer to help, I'll be glad to have some helpers if you'll just get in contact with me, but we will do that at 6 o'clock at the high school.
So the 4th of July celebration, 250 years of Uncle Sam, is July 4th at 6 p.m. at the high school.
That's correct.
And you are looking for volunteers.
Yes,
They
sir.
can reach out to you.
And they will have free food, water slides, phone party, all the things that we've had before. We've got a live band, all the things that we've had before, but it'll start at 6 this year.
All right? Any further business to come before this council?
I move with adjourn.
All right, stand adjourned. Thank y'all for coming out.